From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store. As it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Williams. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. The Broncos send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. That's pulled in at the 32. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Williams. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Williams. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But you look at this Bronco defense. And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's deep. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. The throw over the middle, taken in. 2nd and 7. Now they'll change things up. Here's Williams to throw on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Williams throwing on 1st down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Williams now looking to throw on 2nd down. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And some room to work. And a good job there getting to him quickly after the catch as he's brought down right at the midfield stripe. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. action. Williams. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Gets past one man. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. That's quickly out wide to Davis. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Chiefs at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here is 3rd down and 4. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, and that is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Williams. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And he's brought down. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
We can see offensive pass interference called on this play from time to time. The tight end's going to sell that he's going outside. Let the slot receiver come past, and then work himself back to the inside. Sure enough, he's left with some open space, and he picks up the first down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. This one swung out to Williams. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are.
Touchdown! Marvin Mims, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Missed.
It will not go down. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that front.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Here's Williams to throw on 3rd down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. On a scrimmage to 37 on 1st and 10. Lamb in motion left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are back within a score. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field, and of course for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time, because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Pacheco. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick? Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Short pass caught by Henry. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll look to throw here. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Williams. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Williams. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. First half, it's now 3 interceptions. Charles, it's talent. If anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
Because you know one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On first down, Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Mahomes now on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Pacheco once again. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Fights through it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now they're in the hurry-up. And now they'll shift things around. Now Williams on 1st down. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up 2nd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Williams again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Calling a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's third and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Flushed out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And they'll accept that penalty. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Williams now throwing after the interception. And that's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Williams on 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw again, Williams. He'll air this one out for Mims. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Across midfield. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. Who would have thought he's kind of picked up 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, 28 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complementary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Williams throwing on first down. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And now here is another interception. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with career touchdown number 70. And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Williams. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williams looking deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Greg Dulcich, 30 yards. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak to about the 23. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as they'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Slot man moves right. Mahomes now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Hey, we know Pat Mahomes can run it. We saw it right there, but you get the sense when he takes off, every Chiefs fan is just saying, hey, be careful.
You get the sense, right, that everyone's holding their breath?
Yes.
And no one's exhaling until he gets up? Well, that makes perfect sense. But the reason that play works well for him when he decides to keep it and run, because of the respect for his arm. He throws it so well and so often that when he does make the decision to run, it's usually wide open.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On first down. They go back to Pacheco. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 113 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Motion man right is Rice. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Pacheco once more, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right? They just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Now Williams on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And got his man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Williams. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will. Zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Pacheco. Powering his way forward. And he gets gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Pacheco gets it up the gut. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was meant to be. And time is running out now on this game. But as this defense walks up the field, and they can do so with their heads held, and I love performance here by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. We go to each other in practice, obviously, training camp, during the season. On game day, you go out and show your best. And I think that's what we saw for both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Kansas City, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to